What's up, everybody?
Hello.
You gotta forgive us. It is late at night on a wonderful Tuesday evening.
Is it Tuesday? Are you sure?
I don't even know. I went to work today thinking that it was Monday, and then partway through the day I thought maybe it was Wednesday. So I just skipped today.
It's all out of whack.
It's all out of whack. Which means it's time for another recording of your favorite podcast, Enter Code Podcast. Yes, please forgive us. It is late at night here in the beautiful state of Utah. And we are recording tonight because there's some pretty big video game news that we wanted to talk about, as well as some toy news.
Yeah.
So we're going to kind of cover a lot of our interests tonight. We're covering some the pre-order drama with the new next-gen consoles. We're going to talk about a upcoming convention for toy collectors or scalpers, whichever ones might be.
We'll call them A, call them B there.
That's right. But before we get into that, as always, we want to remind you that we are Enter Code Podcast, and we are on social media. We are on Twitter and Facebook at Enter Code Pod. And we are also on Instagram at Enter Code Podcast. And we would love your feedback. Just anything you want to contribute, messages about stuff you want us to talk about, questions, concerns, just general praise, general feedback. What could we do better?
Tell us your deepest, darkest thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
How you really feel about us.
We can make some really interesting content. Just let us know. Let us know your secrets.
Yeah.
Okay, don't tell us your secrets. That's too much. That's too much pressure to handle.
You tell me yours, I'll tell you mine.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have a spicy episode. Just all secrets will be revealed. No, we appreciate the support and we appreciate the love, and so we would love any feedback, both positive and negative, on how we can make the show better or more entertaining, or again, just talking about things that you want us to talk about. So hit us up on social media or go to our anchor.fm page. Just search Enter Code Podcast. You can leave a voicemail if you want to, and it's kind of cool. We can splice it into the episode and just, have it part of the flow of what we talk about.
Yeah, be a part of our family.
Be a part of it. So thank you again for joining us, and please give us some feedback. So let's start off the show with, let's talk about some things that we have been playing or watching or trying to squeeze into our crazy #dadlife schedule. Both John and I have been playing WWE 2K Battlegrounds.
So good.
It is so good.
I didn't think it was going to be this enjoyable, but I can't put it down.
It is the answer, I would say, to the negativity with, was it last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. So last year, 2K brought out their latest rendition of the typical WWE 2K series. So, they try to get as lifelike as possible and, as realistic as possible with their games. And unfortunately, 2K20 was horribly, horribly bugged down.
It bombed.
It bombed really bad. Reviews were terrible. It took, I want to say, months to even get it to a playable state because there are so many bugs. If you ever get a chance, just YouTube WWE 2K20 bugs. They are hysterical. Just wrestlers going in the mat and glitching out and getting stuck in the ropes, and you name it, it happened, and it was bad. So WWE 2K Battlegrounds brings things into a more simpler arcade-style wrestling game. And like John said, it is super enjoyable. What's some of the things that you like about it, John?
I just like the over-the-top moves. A normal Hurricane Rana is not a normal Hurricane Rana. It's like you jumping halfway from across the ring. Superman jumping off this dude's chest, coming down, landing, and you throw him and he gets eaten by an alligator.
Yes.
That kind of nonsense. And just like the weapons, like a squeaky hammer.
Yes.
And it actually, you hit him, goes.
And then you can even throw in like a motorcycle. I don't know if you had that chance or not. There's a level that you can play in the campaign and eventually unlock where there's literally a remote controlled ram. So you jump out and you take control of this ram for about 10-15 seconds and he can just knock you around.
Yeah, and you can't hit it. It just it's like after you.
Yeah,
that was very aggravating.
It's hysterical. I would just run. So the trick is you keep getting in and out of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So just tag in, out, in, out, in and out, and it just kind of jumps. And anyway,
Yes.
so the AI is not too challenging. Not too bad.
Some of the characters are kind of overpowered, like your
Yep.
your Bobby Lashley's and Brock Lesnar were crazy. I mean, Jake the Snake was like kind of a pain too.
Yes.
He was countering everything I did.
Right. With with that, there's what we're talking about is there's a campaign that is, they have 6 pre-made wrestlers, and you go through and you're trying to win, basically get into WrestleMania. So it's done in kind of a comic type flavor where instead of like a traditional cutscene that you would get in a game, it's all like just kind of written out in comic book form with frames and word bubbles and things like that. And the story's kind of goofy, but the characters are enjoyable.
Yeah.
They're unique, and again, it's just a way for you to get experience points, get in-game currency, and unlock wrestlers. And it's a long path, so there's lots of good solid entertainment in there.
But trying to paint the picture better for you, for those from back in the day that played like the NFL Blitz and the NBA Jam, it's that type of over-the-top just ridiculousness that you'll just love.
That's right. I would say, I think for me, the downside with playing this for quite some time is it feels a little a little empty in terms of content. So, and not necessarily in a bad way. Again, I think it was a really smart move to make a simple, entertaining wrestling game. Just because the last one was so bad and it bombed so bad. It was just, let's do what we do best and make wrestling enjoyable and entertaining. So they did that, except there's a lot of things that are hidden behind paywalls. Where you have to purchase, or you have to use in-game currency that you earn, or of course you can do the microtransaction route and you can buy, gold coins that you can do.
Can't afford no microtransactions in this economy.
I mean, luckily, we got the deluxe version that came with some.
Yes.
What I'm finding is with the campaign, you earn quite a bit of money in-game currency. You can unlock quite a few characters with it. You just have to be careful because literally everything is blocked behind this in-game currency. So you start off with being able to make 5 creator wrestlers. Do you want to make more? Well, you better pay up, because to open up another slot to make another creator wrestler, you got to pay. You got to pay to unlock more superstars. You got to pay to unlock different customization options, which comes in handy, especially if you're making multiple characters, because in this game, and this is really, really cool feature, you can pick 5 different wrestling types. So you can be a high flyer, which is usually a guy or a girl, usually more small or limber, or you can go into this big brawler or powerhouse, anyway, just humongous dudes. So you have specific move sets that are attached to those wrestling classes. But again, if you want to unlock the cool stuff, you gotta pay for it. So just a warning. In that way, the game it's pretty simple. There aren't a ton of modes or things like that, but boy, if you can play with people, it is entertaining. Just over the top, super fun. Go grab a bunch of weapons and go and just, rip each other a new one, and it's hysterical.
Oh yeah.
The wrestling, the announcers, you have, Jerry the King Lawler, but more importantly, Mauro Ranallo.
Mamma mia!
He unfortunately is not with WWE anymore, but he was arguably the best announcer that they had.
Yes.
I think he's going back to just doing like Showtime boxing and other stuff.
Oh, okay.
I don't blame him. WWE is drama. So, but he made the NXT shows way better just with his excitement and things like that. So having him do some calls in here and just, oh, mamma mia, just hysterical, and just, it makes it a lot of fun. So that's what we've been playing. Pro tip. You ready for my pro tip? Pro tip of the week. If you are purchasing this game and you're wrestling against someone who is a higher power level, I wouldn't even bother to try and pin him. Submissions is your key to winning against Braun Strowman and Bobby
Oh,
Lashley.
let's see. I just make him get counted out.
Oh, you threw him out of the ring?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
The alligator is your friend.
Okay.
Wears him down, and then you just stand up there and just taunt and 10 count.
Oh.
Boom.
Dang, that's 2 pro moves for you. Aren't you guys lucky?
There you go. Dropping knowledge.
That's right. But that's what we've been playing. Have you had a chance to play anything else? I mean, I've kind of been focusing on... I know. It's been silly. I've been focusing on Battlegrounds a lot.
I've been doing a lot of Battlegrounds and just trying to focus on my art when I can.
Yep. Makes sense. It makes sense. No, we definitely recommend it. It's $39.99 on all major consoles and PC. The deluxe version gets you The Rock and Stone Cold, I believe, with some alternate outfits.
The Attitude Era.
Yes. Yep, that's
and then
right.
I think it also gave you Ronda Rousey.
Oh, well, we don't talk about that.
Yeah. I'm
That's
just
fine.
saying, for those that care,
For those that care about Ronda and can go to Target and buy 50 million of her action figures because no one buys them.
There's a lot of her and AJ Styles.
A ton.
You can call them peg holders.
Yes. Exactly right. Well, let's jump into some of the big news this week. Some of the big news is a little more video game related, so hopefully you'll still be interested in it, but I found it very interesting. So the big topic this week has been the announcement that Xbox has purchased ZeniMax, oh no, sorry, brain fart. ZeniMax Studios?
Yeah, that was right.
ZeniMax Entertainment? No.
Just ZeniMax, that's fine.
Well, because I keep trying to I'm not saying Cinemax, by the way.
No, Zen.
That would be
like
weird.
Zenny.
ZeniMax Media. There we go. Wow. Okay. Professional podcast here, people. You should be very excited. So on Monday, Xbox announced that they acquired ZeniMax Media, better known as the parent company of Bethesda Softworks or Bethesda Studios. So to break that down for you, this purchase, when it goes through most likely Q2 of next year, because these acquisitions take some time, Xbox will be owning Bethesda Game Studios, ID Software, ZeniMax Online Studios, Arcane, Machine Games, Tango Gameworks, Alpha Dog, and Roundhouse Studios. So that's a beefy amount of studios. But more importantly, Xbox owns the Elder Scrolls series, Fallout series, Wolfenstein series, Doom, Dishonored, Prey, Quake, the upcoming Starfield, and many, many more.
They taken over.
How much money do you think they had to spend, John?
Money I wish I had in my pocket.
Yeah, it was like $5.99. It was free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nothing. It was nothing.
5-finger discount.
People, $7.5 billion. Oh man, so much money. Putting that amount of money in perspective, Disney paid $4 billion for Star Wars to have that whole collection of movies and the franchise and the rights and all that stuff. Pixar, I want to say that purchase was $5.5 billion. So pretty significant price for it. But Microsoft, they're selling computer parts. They got their fingers in all kinds of technology. Whatever, that's chump change. So, John, let me ask you this before I read some quotes here. As a Sony fan,
oh, I knew this was coming. Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Go ahead.
Are you concerned that this acquisition will keep these games as a Microsoft exclusive?
I think they'll work out some agreement on some of the titles being on both platforms, but I think majority of them are going to be Xbox, which is fine.
Okay.
I'll eventually have that console too, or I'll be able to play them on my current Xbox. So.
Yes, yeah. You're kind of in the same headspace as I am. Not knowing, I like to try to know as much about the game industry as I can. There's some, things I just don't know about it. So, in my mind, financially, it makes more sense to have these games on all platforms, as many platforms as they can. So we know that Deathloop and Ghostwire are going to be PS5 timed exclusives. So those are two games that are going to be a part of this deal. They already announced, Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, already announced they're going to honor that agreement, that timed exclusive agreement. I can't imagine not seeing an Elder Scrolls game on all platforms.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
It'd be very weird, right? Fallout, same thing. It's just these games have been on all platforms. So part of me thinks, okay, if you want to make them, if you want to make the biggest splash you can financially, because 7.5 billion is a lot. It's a lot of money. You probably want to get back as much as you can, so you want to branch out and have your games on everything. I know that's going to make Xbox fans upset hearing that, because the biggest complaint Xbox gets is exclusives, right? Where are the exclusives? Where are the exclusives? All day, every day, for years and years and years. Well, now that they have exclusives, I just don't know if they're going to go that route, because they seem to be all pro-consumer right now. They have Game Pass, which is very pro-consumer, pretty low price point to have access to hundreds of games. That, hey, spoiler alert, they're adding all these Bethesda games on there. Can you believe that? And any new Bethesda game is going to be available day one on Game Pass. So if you're a fan of Fallout, if you're a fan of Elder Scroll, and they decide to make it exclusive to Xbox and PC, well, you better get an Xbox. I don't know. I don't see them being able to get their money back quickly by doing it that way, by making it exclusive. So, have you ever heard about companies usually losing money on consoles?
The only consoles that I can think of where they lost money were they as far as exclusivity, or just kind of the console failing?
No, not so much as failing, but the cost to build a console. I've always heard that usually companies like Sony and Xbox and Nintendo, they take a little bit of a hit, where they may not, they're going to get their money from the games sales, not from selling the systems themselves. So, and who knows, maybe I'm wrong with these next gen consoles. Maybe $500 is the price point and it costs $300 to make the system, so they're gonna make money.
Oh, they'll get the money's worth.
Yeah, so it's I'm just trying to figure out what is the biggest way, what's the best way they can make their money at this point. And it seems like putting it on all the platforms, but we shall see. Time
will reveal all.
Many years ago, obviously Xbox bought Mojang, who is Minecraft. So, but Minecraft is on PS4, and it's actually just had an update for PlayStation VR. I don't know if you knew that, but yeah.
I don't even think about PlayStation VR anymore.
Right. And so, they're still moving and they're still doing updates, obviously, and for all platforms. So, time will tell. I just can't. Did any thought on this seemed like a atom bomb of a news story.
No, this was huge.
It was huge.
Just all the my social media was just blowing up with everyone can you believe this? Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
And I was like, that's actually kind of sick. That's a killer move from them.
And no rumors. There was rumors about them wanting to buy other things like Warner Brothers Media, but no, there was no rumors, nothing about this.
Yeah.
And they had to have been talking for a while, because mergers like this don't happen overnight. It takes months, years. And so the fact that they could keep it quiet, it's unbelievable. So, huge news. I don't think, I was trying to rack my brain, I don't think we've had acquisition news like this in a long time.
Without some kind of leak, yeah.
Right. Even when Sony bought Insomniac, for example, or 2K, acquired Rockstar, for example. Those are big stories, but yeah, I don't think anyone would have thought Xbox would buy Bethesda.
No.
Bethesda's been making games for 25, 30 years?
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just so many thoughts and so many questions about it, but it's such an exciting move. And Oh man, them announcing it on Monday, the day before their pre-orders for the Xbox Series X and S. Wow, just anyway, power move. So
Definitely a power move.
We'll see. How about this? What do you hope? Do you hope that they're going to keep it as exclusives, or do you hope that you'll see everything on all platforms? When it comes to Bethesda games, I mean.
When Bethesda games, I don't care if they're not all on every console. Like, yeah, have some that are out there, but most of my Bethesda games that I've played have been on Xbox.
Oh, okay.
Like, well, I mean, Elder Scroll I played on my PS3.
Yeah.
Well, no, I played them both. So Skyrim I played on the PlayStation, but then like Oblivion I played on my Xbox.
Oh, okay.
And I think I put more time on my Xbox. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just feels smoother on the Xbox for me. So
yeah.
That's why you have more than one console, so you have options.
Yes, exactly. And honestly, at this age, I hope there's more options at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I'm a fan of Xbox. You guys know that as you've listened to the podcast.
Shocker.
I know. You know. I don't want to hide it. So yeah, part of me is so sick of where's your exclusives? Where's your exclusives? Crap from other fanboys, and it's like, I just want to get on social media so bad and be like, ha, suckers. But at the same time, it's not fair. Like, if they put everything on all platforms, that'd be awesome. The fanboy in me also was thinking, like, what if they just to piss off PlayStation fans, what if they just release Skyrim for PlayStation 5? Just for fun. Just like another version of Skyrim. Like, that's all you get. You don't get the new Elder Scrolls 6.
No, you just get Skyrim again.
Yeah, just Skyrim. How funny would that be?
That would just be rude.
It would be so rude, but
people would still buy it though.
Oh, of course they would. It's Skyrim. Like, I almost want to play Skyrim again. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what's wrong with me? I played that game so many hours, and like I don't want to put more hours in there. But anyway,
you do it on that new console though.
Ooh, on the new. You got to do it with that frame rate. And that mod support. Anyway, we digress.
Ooh.
Congratulations to Xbox, for example, and for Bethesda too. That's a lot of employees that will have some financial stability.
Oh yeah.
Being
talk
a part
about
of
job security, being part of that family. Like,
that's right.
Heck yeah. And we need some of that security. So that's a blessing right there.
Yes. Yeah. I think and it kind of makes you wonder how many other third-party studios are thinking about that. It's like, man, if we can have Sony backing, or if we can have Microsoft or Nintendo, you know what I mean? Like, just this climate, I mean, who knows? It might be the best idea possible. But also a lot of hopes and prayers for Fallout New Vegas too. No, you were never. Did you ever play New Vegas?
I wasn't big into Vegas.
Ooh, okay.
But I didn't have much opportunity to play it much either. So.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Arguably, Fallout New Vegas is one of their best in the series.
Oh yeah, we couldn't keep that game on the shelf.
So now that Bethesda is part of Microsoft, and they also own Obsidian, who helped make Vegas. Anyway, the memes have been great.
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit now. So as the story develops, we'll of course bring you some our reaction to it. But anyway, it's exciting. It's exciting for gamers. I was gonna read you a quote. I can do that real quick. So, from Phil Spencer, who runs Xbox. So, obviously, the major thing that he quoted was how special it was that they are part of the family. But he said this, which was kind of nice. All of our work and the foundation of our relationship with you starts with a commitment to deliver a breadth of amazing games to discover and play on Xbox. Over the last few weeks, we've been excited to share more detail on important elements of a plan we've been building towards for years. a plan that is the fulfillment of a promise to you, the Xbox player, to deliver the most performant, immersive, and compatible next-generation gaming experiences, and the freedom to play blockbuster games with your friends anytime, anywhere. And today is a landmark step in our journey together, talking about the Bethesda acquisition. It's a landmark step in our journey together, and I'm incredibly energized by what this step means for Xbox. Please join me in welcoming all of our friends at Bethesda to Team Xbox. So, nice. just a nice little quote of, again, kind of that reassurance that, who knows how long this is going to last, but any company being pro-consumer is just fine with us.
Yes.
So speaking of pro-consumer, now we knew that PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S would be very popular. Last week, in a bit of a crazy bumble, pre-orders just all of a sudden appeared for the PlayStation 5. And today, the pre-orders for the Xbox Series X popped up on major retailers. Can you take a wild guess on how it went, John?
Smooth like butter. Like everybody got a console and everybody's happy. I didn't have friends texting me and saying, "Hey, are you guys taking pre-orders on these?" I had bad news. We weren't.
No. Yeah, I would say it was smooth like butter in the apocalypse.
Yes.
So there's a major problem, and maybe we can discuss this for a couple minutes, but there seems to be a major problem with scalpers and with bots trying to gobble up pre-orders. And not only that, it's just the systems that are in place for both Sony and for Xbox. They weren't ready for the amount of people trying to pre-order and purchase these consoles, which, man, both companies have to be excited because the amount of demand already for both consoles got to make them happy. But yeah, unfortunately, lots of errors on websites, lots of infinite cart situations where you're stuck in limbo with your Xbox or with your PlayStation in the cart until finally it's like, oh, no, we don't have any of this anymore.
A lot of miscommunication of, nope, you have to wait tomorrow. Oh, just kidding, we can actually do it today.
Yeah, Walmart blowing that pre-order date for the PS5, that kind of snowballed last week. And then today, it just didn't seem like they had enough bandwidth to handle the amount of people and things like that. So, of course, you look on eBay right now, just search PS5 and Xbox Series X. Scalpers have it for, $900,000, which is insane.
I hate scalpers.
Yeah, please, if you're going to listen to anything that we say, don't be tempted to buy scalper prices. These consoles are going to be available consistently. They may have more pre-orders open up until November. There's a long time before these consoles launch. And even then, consoles there'll be plenty in stores around Christmas and after Christmas. You will get yours. Do not spend thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I mean, Xbox and PlayStation have both come out and said, we're going to have more consoles available. Like, this isn't the only batch you're getting.
That's right. So for today, I don't know what your friends were, if your friends were able to get anything. Heard that Microsoft Studio was pretty good in handling the amount of people. Best Buy and Amazon opened up their pre-orders late for Xbox, which was kind of interesting. What did your friends try? What websites did your friends try that you knew about?
I know one friend got lucky on Walmart.
Okay.
And I saw another one got lucky on Amazon.
Okay.
The little bit that I was able to look online.
Oh, gotcha.
So, I mean, I was like, all right, good. I'm happy for you. And they're like, did you try too? And I was like, haha, no.
Nope.
I will wait.
Yeah, I didn't try. There was nothing pressing, in terms of pre-order, not even pre-order, launch titles,
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of games that are going to be available, but again, we've said this before, on the Xbox, it will be available on our current Xboxes, those titles. So we don't have to worry about that. And then some of the Sony ones, for me, aren't high priority. So,
I'm kind of in this thought of yes, I want these consoles, but I don't have to rush to get them day one.
Yep. That's right.
Like, I'll let you guys go and deal with the crowds and get it day one. I'll get it when it's time.
When it's ready. Yep. When we have the money for it. I know a guy who works retail.
Yeah, I know some guys too.
Do you?
So, yeah, we got connections.
I felt like such an insider because I told some friends that too. I'm like, no, I know a guy who works retail, and when they get them in, he'll just put one to the side and I'll buy it. Or, we're talking about John, by the way.
No hablo inglés.
Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. I forgot to call you the super handsome chosen one.
That's okay. We're tired. You don't have to call me that. That's a mouthful right now.
My word. You know what? We'll do it at the end of the show. Don't you worry. Yes, as we've mentioned in previous episodes, John works at RC Willey, and they won't get the Xbox or the PS5 right away. Probably a couple weeks after, maybe a little longer. Who knows?
We're shooting for release day. That's
what they told you?
us. Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of surprising.
That's the most recent email is what they sent out, is that we're shooting for it. But don't quote me on that because things change all the time.
Oh, insider news. Breaking news.
I said nothing.
We know one major retail store in Utah that will have it. Well, the bad news is that John does have access to my RC Willey account, so...
I'm charging everything in the store.
No, please don't.
Yep.
Please don't. Let's wait and see.
It's not even going to be stuff for you. It's stuff that I want. I'm just going to put it on your account.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Your wife said it's okay, so we're good.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
You better buy good stuff. You better have good taste.
Have you met me? I have good taste. Hello.
Except for that Sony thing, but that's besides the story.
Friendship over.
Okay, I had to get one more jab in. Sorry.
No, you didn't. You could have left it alone.
Before I turn into a full Sony fan, I just have to get one. I had to get that jab in. So, for those of you who did pre-order the console, congratulations. Good luck. Hopefully they don't get canceled. Sorry, I worry. Walmart seems to overdo their pre-orders all the time, and then we
want positive energy out there for all our friends who are pre-ordering.
That's true.
So we don't want them to get canceled. We wish you luck, and may the odds forever be in your favor.
Yes, and for those who have not pre-ordered, it's okay. Be patient. Keep an eye on those links, because people cancel all the time. They will get more shipments in or whatever. Then they'll have some allocated that you can pre-order again. So do not, again, I repeat, do not pay scalper prices. It's not worth it.
No.
Well, the last thing we want to talk about on this episode, again, we're kind of covering all of our favorites this week, which is kind of fun. This upcoming weekend is and please, I hope I say it right, the Hasbro PulseCon 2020!
You did it. I'm proud of you.
What a mouthful. Hasbro PulseCon. So weird. By the way, what it is a play on the website HasbroPulse.com, where they sell the majority of their Hasbro lineup on there, but they have some exclusives on there too. I will say, I'll get your thoughts on this, John. Today was their pre-event show. I use those words lightly because, John, what did we see when we watched that pre-show?
We saw this was a waste of time. It was a please support our funding for this miniature interactive game, which, not to knock people that like those miniature games. I have friends that do Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that.
Yep.
That's not what I was expecting for a teaser or a pre-show.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, give me a little teaser for give me a leg of a new Marvel Legends or something.
Mm-hmm. That's right. It's supposed to be a 2-day event on Friday and Saturday, the 25th and 26th of September. And so we've been getting emails and all over social media about the sneak peek event. You don't want to miss it. And then it was 13 minutes long about Hero Quest, and then that was it. So not a great start for Hasbro Con. But if you're a toy collector, it's kind of a big deal because, they have exclusives that are going to be going on sale. John and I already have marked out which ones that we really want. They're going to have a special edition of Cobra Commander for the G.I. Joe Classified series. They have Ghostbusters one that I really want. They have a Power Rangers one that you really want.
I want all the pretty things. Give me all the shinies.
All of them. So for the con, though, just as we wrap up the podcast tonight, John, I wanted to go over just kind of what they were talking about day 1 and day 2, and you tell me what's interesting to you, if anything. Okay, so day 1 starts again on the 25th at 11 a.m. Eastern, so it'll be 9 a.m. for us. They're starting off the show with Wizards Magic: The Gathering presents Zendikar Rising Live. Magic: The Gathering? Huh? I think part of John's soul just left him as I mentioned that.
Yeah, moving on.
Okay, moving on. Gonna do a little Dungeons and Dragons presents Dragon Talk right after that. Okay, moving on from there. Joe Magan. Oh gosh, I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Manganiello. He played Deathstroke.
I know the name.
In the cameo.
I'm pretty sure you just butchered it. Sorry, Joe.
Okay, Big Joe M. So, Joe M's Guide to Dungeon Masters. Could be fun, you never know. After that, we're getting into the Hasbro Star Wars panel, the Hasbro Star Wars HasLab panel.
So the HasLab is usually like their stuff they're working on, like the Sentinel they were doing and all that. So that could be exciting.
This is what it says. In 2018, we launched HasLab with a dream: make the biggest vintage collection vehicle ever. The ones fans have been requesting for years. Jabba's sail barge, the Katana. Join members of the Hasbro marketing and design teams as they reveal the next Star Wars HasLab Vintage Collection Dream Project.
Oh, snap.
Okay. Yeah, not bad. I'm trying not to get into Star Wars collectibles.
Baby Yoda with a lightsaber.
Oh, gosh. No. I don't want to spend more money.
Yes, you do.
No, don't jinx us. After that is the Star Wars Entertainment panel. Kind of talking about some exciting products inspired by Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels. And then to close out day 1 is the Hasbro Marvel panel. So the Hasbro Marvel product experts will discuss some exciting news around Hasbro's ever-popular Marvel Legends action figure line. Viewers will also get a sneak peek of upcoming never-before-seen Marvel action figures, plus some special surprises. So day 1, I mean, I know what's my favorite.
So much money.
What are you thinking for day 1? What do you got to tune in for?
I'm going to try and watch as much as I can, even the stuff I don't care about, because I could get excited about Dungeons and Dragons and miniatures and stuff.
Okay, I respect that.
And I do kind of collect some of the Black Series figures.
Which ones?
Star Wars.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Which ones do you have?
Just got the new Vader. Got a couple of the Mandalorian. Well, I got the new Mandalorians coming out in December. Got that pre-ordered.
Lucky.
Hey man, I just follow the links on our Facebook groups.
I don't want to spend the money.
Yeah, but I don't do all of them. I just kind of pick and choose.
Yeah, good call.
But if, from everything I'm seeing where Target is clearancing a bunch of them out, I might go and pick those up.
Oh yeah, good call. Yeah, if you remember our toy podcast episode a while back, remember to don't go outside your means. And if you're going to collect, collect the ones that you really want and that you can afford, and don't go crazy.
Yes.
As we're finding, as you just said, sorry. My wonderful wife brought me some water because she's the best. Shout out, Manuela.
But she also just gave him the death look because he said, don't go without your means and, stay within a certain area.
Oh, yeah. She's laughing at that one. Oh, yeah.
He says he has a figure budget, but no.
Okay. First of all, rude. I do have a budget.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, moving on. We're not going to get into this.
How's that budget work out for you?
It's not working out well. Uh-huh. That's for sure. Okay, day 1, I think I'm going to watch just the Marvel panel. Trying to stay within my budget, man. If I get excited for these other stuff, then I'm in trouble.
Everything in moderation, man.
Oh, that is true. Everything in moderation. That's what I'm worried about for day 2. So, you ready for this lineup for day 2?
Oh, and day 2 I'll be at work, so I won't be able to see any of it.
Yeah, it's gonna. Oh, and it's starting early too, so 10 a.m. Eastern, so 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 7 a.m. Pacific, which is kind of crazy because the first panel is the G.I. Joe panel.
Oh, I have to watch that.
Even more news and reveals are waiting for you during the G.I. Joe event at Hasbro PulseCon. Sorry, I've been reading the panel descriptions on HasbroPulse.com. So go ahead and check it out if you want some more details. But for the G.I. Joe panel, it says, tune in and be the first to see new items, find out which characters will be launched next, and get a peek inside our development process directly from our team. And if knowing is half the battle, you're going to want to join in for G.I. Joe trivia and show off your expertise, plus a special appearance from Henry Golding, the star of the upcoming film Snake Eyes. So don't miss all the fun surprises, blah, blah, blah. Yo, Joe.
Sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Yo, Joe.
Sorry.
Wow, there was no excitement in that whatsoever.
I know, I was running out of breath. So I feel like I have this like cough that I got to get out, and so I'm like trying to...
He doesn't have the Rona, I promise.
No, I don't have the Rona. I have fat guy disease. That's just... Anyway. Sometimes you gotta get a drink of water every once in a while, you know? Then you get out of breath. Okay, moving on. Sorry. I'm getting daggers from both parties in this room. Obviously, you gotta watch that. They're gonna announce the next wave. There's some very intriguing rumors about what they're gonna announce. I'm just really hoping that the exclusive stuff is gonna be not as crazy as these current ones.
It's all going to be crazy, and
I know.
Again, we're going to have to battle the scalpers, but thankfully, at least during this, it's one per customer.
Yes, that's
so
right.
That should help with the scalpers that only we get what we want, hopefully. Yeah, right now, if you are a premium Hasbro Pulse member, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So 12 p.m. Pacific. 12 p.m. Eastern. Those premium members will have a chance to purchase some of the Hasbro Con exclusive, Hasbro Pulse Con exclusive toys. Regular, those other ones that can, we'll have them available on Thursday. But these announcements, I don't know if they're going to have anything pre-order, like available for pre-order or whatnot, but yeah, that G.I. Joe panel is going to be an early one, and we're going to want to be up early for that one. Don't want to miss that. Yeah, the reason why I chuckle about the exclusive stuff is just for those collectors who have been trying to get the Target exclusive toys, like, the Cobra Trooper and things like that. It's been a pain, such a pain trying to find some of those exclusive ones. Just to find one.
Yeah.
Like,
just one.
It's crazy. And you see people posting online, they have like a whole army of them. And you're just like, I hate you. I mean, kudos to you for being able to do that, but
yeah, what
about me?
I know. And I get it. They want to do like the whole army thing and, set it up and make it look cool. But yeah, it just... Can we just have everyone get one, and then you can buy extras? Yes. I just want one. That's all I want. Following the G.I. Joe panel, we have the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom toy reveal. And then after that is the Transformers Entertainment panel. And then after that is the voices that inspired generations of Transformers fans, which I'm assuming is Peter Cullen and Frank Welker. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to get, Megatron and Optimus Prime's voice actors, and they'll talk, and it'll be great because, they're usually on the convention scene, and they're great. So they're fantastic. Anything Transformers that you're excited for or interested in?
I love Transformers. I mean, I stopped collecting. Well, I never really got into collecting them, but that's part of my childhood. So there's a lot of fond memories in there. I still remember the Transformers movie and Optimus dying.
Oh, painful. As a kid?
Yeah, that's just like, wow, just right in the jugular.
That's right. Yeah, they had no chill for kids.
I mean, spoiler alert, he came back, but still, you didn't know that was going to happen.
You guys are going to learn about life and death early on. You better get used to it. I'm not... I respect Transformers a great deal, but I'm not a huge fan.
Fair enough.
The one I was really tempted was the dumb one that's in the shape of the Top Gun, Maverick's Top Gun fighter.
The one with the volleyball.
And it comes with a volleyball, and it's so dumb, and it's like, why do I want that? But I want it.
Because it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It comes with a volleyball. Like, come on. That's how you get my money, Hasbro, just by making really silly things like the G.I. Joe Destro, the money Destro, aka Pimp Destro, where he's in gold with sunglasses and flaming money and a snow leopard cape, and he's a pimp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I have it on pre-order? Yes, I do.
Yeah, he does. And is he trying to convince me to do it too? Yeah, he is.
Trying to,
It's called
but
peer pressure.
no, I'm probably gonna regret getting this and not the classic Destro, but
We'll get that eventually.
Eventually. Oh, I hope it goes on sale. Anyway, after the Transformers panels, we have a Ghostbuster panel. So out of, John and I'm probably the bigger Ghostbusters fan.
Yes.
But the toys they made recently are really good quality. So, as a collector, they're really, really cool. And so they have some interesting tidbits here for this panel. Part 1 is classic Ghostbusters. So they're going to be they have Ernie Hudson joining this panel. And they're going to be answering some fan questions, talking about why they love the movie, things like that. Part 2, they're going to have the Ghostbusters brand team, and they're going to kind of look at some of the stuff from Real Ghostbusters toy line from Kenner, behind the scenes sculpting with another member of the team, and then so it's more of like a not a callback. What's the word I'm looking for?
Homage?
Yeah, to the development team of the past and also the current team. And they are going to give a sneak peek at what the next Kenner Real Ghostbuster toys will look like when it hits the shelves. So kind of interesting. However, the third part of this panel, it's going to have Jason Reitman, and it's going to still have the development team of the toys. They're going to end the panel with a nod to the future. The new Ghostbusters Afterlife feature film coming to theaters in March 2021. Jason Reitman, who's, Academy Award nominated, he's the director of Ghostbusters Afterlife, will take you on a tour of the Ecto-1 that was used in the new film. He'll end his tour with an exciting reveal. You'll then hear from the Hasbro team about the next toy inspired by Ghostbusters Afterlife film to hit shelves.
It's going to be an Ecto-1 that your figures can fit in. I know it.
Gosh,
I call it.
How much
You
money?
heard it here first.
How much money am I spending?
$300.
Oh, no. Please. No, please.
Okay, $150. Okay, I'm gonna say
100?
80 to 100.
Thank you. Okay.
Max 150.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to save a couple months, but that's fine.
It's okay. Mama makes that money, so.
That's right. Get that money, girl. I'm feeling the same way. Just the way they worded it, where they're going to take you on a tour of the Ecto-1 and then have an exciting reveal. I think the one thing that's going to really tick me off if they do their little Kickstarter program like they did with Sentinel, and do it for the Ecto-1. That would make me
that happening.
Oh, that would make me so mad.
Why? Because you're going to contribute.
No, because then it's going to be like $300.
Bro.
300.
Bro.
I can't. No, I can't.
Bro.
I can't.
Bro. It's Ghostbusters. It's you.
I hate you so much.
I love you too.
I'm putting out a call for a new co-host, so if anyone's interested, please go ahead and write me in. I love you. I take it back. I take it back, everybody.
It's okay.
See, we're going off the rails.
It's been fun.
I gotta hurry. We're going off the rails. Yeah, you're right. I'm probably gonna. Oh, I hate it when you're right. Anyway.
I don't hate it when I'm right.
If it is what we think it is, and it is the Ecto-1 and it can fit all the figures, oh my goodness. And if they have the same detail that they have added to the characters that they've done in the first wave, I mean, it's going to be a dream come true.
If it makes you feel any better, I'd probably be tempted to get that too, because I have the figures too.
Yeah. We were talking about this the other day. There's just a lack of vehicles for
figures.
Oh, dude. Yeah, we got a comment from the one and only Manuela Welch. Go ahead.
Oh, I just said Merry Christmas, honey?
Yes. Merry, Christmas for the next 3 years, depending on what the price is.
That'd be worth it.
Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday.
Merry Christmas, Hansa Kwanzaa.
Yeah, for about 3 years. Just depends. So, yeah, John and I were talking about the fact that there's just a lack of vehicles for these 6-inch figures. So we're really hoping that, they can rectify that and not make it a whole lot of money. Well, the last two panels are, right up John's alley, where it's going to be the Power Rangers panels. So the first one will feature, and I'm going to read this, more phenomenal news and brand announcements across new Power Rangers products. Be the first to see new Power Rangers Lightning Collection figures and other products yet to hit the shelves, as well as sneak peeks of upcoming items. All of this exciting news will be followed by Q&A with the design team. So I know you're excited about that.
What? No.
Are there any, because I admit that there are a lot of the Lightning collection. They have a lot of figures so far. Are there any that they're missing that you would like to see?
Oh, there's a lot because they keep reissuing a lot of the figures. But there's full teams they haven't even done. Like we've got full MMPR, but we don't have full Zeo. We got In Space, Turbo, all those. Like you got the Six Rangers, a bunch more villains they could do. Like there's a whole library of Power Ranger characters that they could do, and they haven't yet.
I wonder if they're gonna. They probably won't, but it would be interesting to hear their thought process on what they've announced, or how they've issued out, which figure, is which. Because it's like a mix of a lot of different Rangers, but you think you would start with, okay, Wave 1 is MMPR, Wave 2 is Zeo, Wave 3 is Rangers in Space. You know what I mean? Like, you think you'd kind of theme it to the series.
They just wanted, I guess they're trying to test the water and see which ones are popular.
That's a good point. See, this is why I don't run a multi-million-dollar company like Hasbro, because I'd probably make stupid decisions like that.
Touche.
Yes. So the last the last panel is an entertainment panel for Power Rangers. So the cast of the Power Rangers Beast Morphers show will be reuniting live, sharing behind-the-scenes stories from the set, and talking about what life has been like as a Power Ranger. It will feature never-before-seen footage and live Q&A. They're going to make... and then this is interesting. If that's not enough, we'll be making a historic announcement, or should we say prehistoric?
The next incarnation of Power Rangers.
You think of the next show?
Oh yeah, they've been talking about it for a while. We're getting dinosaurs again, I think.
Oh, that would be okay, I think.
Yeah.
So with those panels, I think we kind of mentioned already what we're excited for, but for us, both of us, G.I. Joe for sure.
Oh yeah.
Ghostbusters for me, Power Rangers for you.
Yeah. And then we'll just kind of see in between what they announce and what speaks to us.
Yeah, I think the way this can be successful is if they do have some kind of options for pre-orders, because today's sneak peek was just a letdown. It's just that hero quest and the fact that we're gonna try to get $1 million to make this work. It's like, come on now.
I wish them luck.
Yeah, I know, right? There's gonna be a lot of special guests. I've already mentioned some of them, but John Cena, he'll be there, but you won't see him. So
Cena puns.
Cena puns. We're gonna have some musical guests. So Fallout Boy,
Black Eyed Peas, or not Black Eyed Peas. Black Eyed Peas. Wow, my brain just went somewhere else. I'm sorry, people.
Dude, what if Fergie's a fan of G.I. Joe, man? Like,
no,
what
sorry.
if?
Tenacious D. That's who's going to be there.
Oh, Tenacious D. And then Lights?
Don't know who that is.
They played, I remember hearing a live performance at the Game Awards last year. Pretty good band, pretty talented. Again, they're going to be there, and cool. Good for them.
Yeah.
I don't know. To close out, should I tell you my Tenacious D story?
We got time for that?
I think we do. We're wrapping up the show. Yeah. It's
do
only
they want to hear that?
It's
Are
only
you sure?
It's only going to take 30 minutes. So, I was born and raised in California. Okay. Now, Tenacious D, they were going on a concert tour, and so I thought it'd be a fun idea to go to their concert live in San Francisco. So, I walk in. I kid you not. The haze of smoke that was like seeping out the doors. It's like, oh boy, what did I get myself into? So, we find a, let's say a clearer vantage point where all those potheads can be down on, have their area, and I don't have to deal with that. Anyway, surprisingly, Tenacious D was one of the best concerts I've ever seen. Like, they are so good live, and I respect bands that sound kind of like their studio albums, because how studio albums are really mixed in, and there's a lot to it, a lot of engineering that goes into to make their songs sound really, really good. And sometimes live, the vocals aren't quite there, or the timing's off, or things like that. Man, they're just on point, and harmonies are good, songs are good. Anyway, so just be careful watching concerts in San Francisco. Not all concerts, just ones featuring the D, because you just got to find a separate area where the potheads can be, and then where you can be.
That's fair.
Yeah. Sound advice from your friend Ryan. Anyway, that is all the time we have for today. We would love your feedback, especially if you're going to be watching PulseCon. Oh gosh, see, I keep doing this. Hasbro PulseCon 2020. I got to get the name right, man.
Yeah, PulseCon's fine. You can shorten it. You don't have to say the whole thing.
It's such a long name. But, I mean, if you're interested in any collecting at all, it'd be fun to hear your thoughts. If you're excited for PulseCon, if you're not excited, we totally get that. But would love to also hear your feedback about pre-ordering the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox. How did it go for you? Did it go well? Were you able to get one? Are you waiting for your friend John Jefferson Jr. to sell you one at your local RC Willie? I know I am.
Why are you trying to put them demons on me? They are going to come and be like, you got it?
That's right.
I need my fix.
I need it bad. No, we would love to hear your feedback. So, again, find us on social media. We are at EnterCodePod on Twitter and Facebook. Also on Instagram, we are at EnterCodePodcast. And you can find us on Anchor.fm. Leave us a voicemail. Let us know what you think. So
tell us how you feel.
Tell us how you feel. We want to know your feelings. We want to know how you're doing. We hope you're all doing good. We all hope you're all doing good.
We hope you enjoy what you hear from us. Like, we're just here to make you laugh and take you on our crazy journey of our hobbies and our frustrations with scalpers.
Oh, scalpers, the worst. This week has been like just a bad scalper week.
I don't want to talk about it.
Toys and Xbox and even computer parts with that new graphics card, the 3080. Like that was another debacle that people couldn't buy it because scalpers bought them all.
I just want to punch scalpers in the face.
I can't stand it. Hopefully, if you are collecting or doing anything, you can avoid scalpers and be happy and be just fun consumers. They don't have to worry about that. Anyway, that's all the time we have. I'm Ryan Welch. We are Entercode Podcast. Of course, Triple J, John Jefferson Jr. joining me, aka Super Handsome. Say it.
Chosen one?
Yes, thank you. I almost said it. I said it right in the beginning of the show. That's all that matters. Anyway, we love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.
Later.
Right? Laters. Bye, guys.